I think a lot of the racial divide that we're hearing now and the hostility that is coming forth and we are witness to is from lack of familiarity.
We all sat down and brought out our intimate concerns about racism.
There are specific rules, there is no crosstalk, there is no judgment or criticism of what's being said. It is merely an opportunity to collect people's inputs.
We had people from all age groups. If you looked around, we had kids to adults to elders to seniors.
This conversation has been happening in various communities of color for many years, many generations. But to have this conversation in tandem with our city, with city staffers, with community folks all around our own city is very unique.
I think you have to work up to it slowly, so it depends on kind of how the conversation goes and how other people feel comfortable sharing. So I think we were a little bit more reserved, our group in particular, when we first started, but by the end it was pretty open because I think that we all realized that we were there to listen to one another.
There was another lady in our group who mentioned that one of the groups said they didn't want to talk because they were white. They thought they shouldn't talk. And she said she thinks white people should talk more. So that kind of struck me because I didn't think about it that way. I didn't think that this would be a place for more white people to be. I was expecting more people of color.
I learned a lot. I got to know new people that I'd never met before and the importance of doing these events.
And I can reflect on my own experience as an Asian American here in New Mexico. I remember some of the youth talking about racism in their high schools now, and I reflect and know that that's the same thing that I experienced 20 years ago as a kid in high school.
And it did get very deep very quickly because I do think that we are in an era right now in the United States, in part because of the broader social climate, where people are feeling a lot of angst, a lot of discomfort, even a lot of pain and trauma from our experience of and our exposure to all the racial conflict that we're hearing and seeing.
Yeah, it's an old lesson, but it's called, I need to spend more time with people of color, period. Period.
I challenge those cities and districts to create a safe space for that to happen on a regular basis. It can't just happen once. It needs to happen regularly, and it needs to happen for the rest of our lives. So I do issue that challenge, and I hope everybody jumps on board.